Should Wizard Hit Mummy? So this is our chapter 5 of Vistas, and the writer is John Updike. So before you read, you will read. Here is the story about the worldview of a little child. This story is based on the little child's worldview and the difficult, and the difficult moral question she raises during the story session with her father. So here is the father of that little child told her a story and some moral questions she raises during the story session. She asks some question to her father. Let's start. So before starting it, I would like to tell you this story is about the character here. First, I want to introduce you about the character. The character which I am going to tell you in this story is Jack. He is the father of Joe. Joe is a little child of 4 years old, and here is Claire. Claire is the mother of Joe and wife of Jack. And fourth character is here, Rosa Skunk. And fifth one is Wizard. That is the magician. Okay, so these are the 5 characters and the story is revolved around them. So here is a father who told a story to his child, that is Joe. Joe is a name of that child. She used to listen the story from her father, and father told the story daily in the evening and especially on the Saturday, just for the nap for the little kid. As you know, little kids are having the habit to listen to stories before sleeping. So this child is also having the habit of listening the story. So her father told her a story on the daily basis. And now it was the routine. It became a routine for his father that daily he has to tell the story to his daughter. And when she was 2 years old, since then until now she is of 4 years old. So since 2 to 4 years old, continuously daughter just daily she demands a new story. And by making little bit variation in the story, he tell the story to his daughter. So what kind of a story he told? The story always having a same platform, but only little things she changes over there. So let's start from the chapter, whatever the variation he does here and what is the moral of the story, what kind of a story he told to Joe. So we will read from here. In the evening and for Saturday naps, like today's, Jack told his daughter Joe a story out of his head. So at the time of the evening and especially on the Saturday, for nap is a sleep, that is a person take just like sleep for a while in the afternoon. So in the time of the evening and for Saturday naps, like today, as today is the Saturday in this chapter, today is the Saturday when Jack is telling the story to his daughter. So Jack started to tell the story to his daughter Joe. Out of his mind, means out of his imagination, he told the story to his daughter. And this custom began when she was 2 years old. Was itself now nearly 2 years old, and his head felt empty. So this is the custom, this is the routine that was coming from last 2 years old. Since last 2 years, he is telling continuously the story to Joe. And now his head is got empty because he don't have anything new left in his mind to tell as a story to Joe. Each new story was a slight variation of a basic tale. So whatever new story he chose to tell to Joe, there is only little bit variation. Means all the platform of the stories are same, but only little bit variation he do in the story and tell to Joe. A small creature usually A small creature usually named Rosa, Rosa fish, Rosa squirrel, Rosa chipmunk, so had some problem and went with it to the wise old owl. So the platform of the story is always the same as I have told you, and only he made a little bit variation in the tale. A small creature. He just tell here about a small creature. Usually he give the name to that creature, just like Rosa fish, Rosa skunk, Rosa chipmunk, and this Rosa animal is having a problem. So almost in all the story, this Rosa is having a problem, and for solving that problem, he went to a wise old owl. Then what happened? He just went to a wise old owl to solve the problem. In all the story, it happens, and this is the same in all the story. I want to tell you, the owl told him to go to the wizard, and when he went to the owl, old wise owl, he suggested to that Rosa animal just to go to the wizard to solve the problem. Means here the story is starting from that animal that is the name of Rosa skunk or Rosa fish, Rosa squirrel. He is having some kind of problem, and for solving that problem, he went to the wise owl, and then wise old owl suggested him just to go to the wizard to solve the problem, and the wizard then performed a magic spell. So wizard is a magician, as already I have told you. So the wizard performed a very magician role here, a magician spell he performed here that solved the problem, and because of that his problem is solved. In all the story, it is the happen. Demanding in payment a number of pennies greater than the number that Rosa creature had. So almost the wizard who just like solve the problem of that skunk, of that animal. So he demands the payment that is more than the Rosa creature had. So almost whatever the number of penny Rosa is having, wizard demand more than that most of the time. It happens. But in the same breath, but at the same time, he tell the animal to a place where the extra pennies could be found. So here he also tell him the way that how or where he could get the extra penny to pay to magician as the charges, as the payment of solving the problem to wizard. Okay. So, but in the same breath, directing the animal to a place where the extra pennies could be found. So, then Rosa was so happy, he played many games with other creature. And after that, what happened? In all the story, it happens that after that, Rosa become very happy. He played many games there with the other creature and went home to his mother just in time to hear the train whistle that brought his daddy home from Boston. So most of the time it happens that Rosa become very happy and he started to play with his the games with his fellow creatures. And then at the time of the evening, as he listened the sound or the whistle of the train, and he expect that his father is coming from Boston city, so he went back to his home. So almost in all the story, it is happen. Jack is here. Describe their supper, and the story was over. And after that, what happened? Jack, in story way, he described the supper of them as all the creature went back to their houses, and just like they are having the dinner, as father is coming back to home, as father is coming back to home from the office from Boston. So now they are having the dinner. So Jack described that dinner also, that supper, and the story was over. And after that, their story was over. Working his way through this scheme was especially fatiguing on Saturday because Joe never fell asleep in naps anymore, and knowing this made the ride seem futile. So working his way through this scheme was especially fatiguing on Saturday. So Jack most of the time got fatigued, as this became the routine of Jack to tell the story to Joe all the Saturday. So all the Saturday, the routine of telling the story and the work where from he's working, he's coming back from the working place, and after then he got tired. So working in this way, as he is coming from the office, and after coming from the office, he is telling the story to Joe. So working this way through this scheme, especially it creates a tiresome feeling for Joe on Saturday, because Joe never fell asleep in the naps anymore, because now the story which he is going to tell to Joe was not going to sleep after listening the story. So he is feeling that there is no mean to tell the story to Joe, because father want that Joe should sleep. Joe should sleep. Father want that, but it was the efforts which he was making here to make her sleep. It was efforts are looking just like futile to him. Futile means just like in vain. As he was telling the story to Joe, he wanted that she should take a sleep in naps, but she was not going to sleep. So all the efforts are going to vain now to make her sleep. The little girl, not so little anymore, the bumps her feet made. The little girl, not so little anymore, the bumps her feet made under the covers were halfway down the bed, and their big double bed that they let her be in for naps, and when she was sick, had at last arranged herself, and from the face of her fat face, deep in the pillow, shone in the sunlight, shifting through the drawn shade. So the little girl, she was not so little now. The bumps her feet made under the covers were halfway down the bed. So the girl is not coming fit on that bed. So now she is not so little as she can fit on that bed. As her feet are coming outside of the bed, and the bumps, everybody can notice the bumps over there. The bumps her feet made under the covers. Means whatever the sheet she was covering herself. So the bumps was coming outside. Her legs are coming outside from the bed, their big double bed, and that they let her be sleeping for naps. So especially when they got on that bed, कब सोती थी वो उस बेड पर? Only when she went to nap. Means जब वो दोपहर के टाइम में नैप लेने के लिए जाती थी, मीन्स दोपहर के टाइम में थोड़ी देर के लिए सोती थी, और या फिर तब when she was sick. Had at last arranged herself, and now she has arranged herself. From the way her fat face deep in the pillow, shone in the sunlight, shifting through the dawn shades. And now she has arranged herself on the bed in a proper manner, and she has put the pillow on her face so that the sunlight which is coming from the shifting, means between the shade which is coming through the curtains, that should not come on the face. The sunlight which is coming through the curtain to her on her face, so that it should not come out on the face of her. So she covered her face with a pillow. It did not seem fantastic that some magic would occur, and she would take her nap like an infant of 2. Father already realized that it just seems to him that it is not a fantastic way, and he was feeling that now no magic would be occurred here. No any kind of magic would be occurred here, just like as she will sleep. After listening the story, she will sleep. Father is feeling like that, but now he has started to realize that no any kind of magic will be here now, as she is not ready to sleep. She would not take her nap like an infant of 2. Her brother Bobby, who was 2 years old and already asleep with his bottle. Her brother Bobby, who also was lying beside her, and he already got sleep with his bottle. Then Jack asked, "Who shall the story be about today?" Then Jack started to ask to Joe that what about the story you want to listen today? Roser. Jo squeezed her eyes shut and smiled to be thinking she was thinking. So after listening that, Jo, just like she closed her eyes shut and then she smiled as she is thinking about Rosa. She said that, okay, Papa, just tell me the story of Rosa. And then her eyes opened. She opened her eyes. Her mother's blue. Her eyes looks like her mother. As mother eyes are blue and just like the eyes of the Jo. Jo's eyes also were blue. Skunk, she said firmly. And then very assuredly, she say yes to her father. Okay, father, just tell me the story on skunk. A new animal? They must be talk about skunks at nursery school. Here father is thinking that, oh, now she just want to listen a story on a new animal, that is skunk. Maybe she has listened in her nursery school about that. Having a fresh hero momentarily stirred Jack to creative enthusiasm. And now Jack also become very enthusiastic. He also full of josh after listening that she want to listen the story of a new animal. So because already I have told you, Jack also become fatigued after telling the story on the routine wise, the same story on a little variation. After doing a little variation, he just tell to Jo most of the time. So he also got to just like tired of those stories. So now he also got a new story, a fresh story to tell. Having a fresh hero momentarily stirred Jack also to a creative enthusiasm. All right, he said. Then he said, okay, it's okay. So now today I will tell you a new story. He become very enthusiastic to tell the story after listening a new hero. Once upon a time, in the deep dark woods, there was a tiny little creature by the name of Rosa Skunk. So now here he start to tell the story. So once upon a time in the dark wood, there was a little animal that is the name of Rosa Skunk, and he smelled very bad. So a very bad smells come from his body. Yes, Jo said. Then Jo said, okay. He smelled so bad that none of the other little woodland creature would play with him. Then his father continued the story. He told to Jo that that creature smelled so bad. That skunk, that Rosa skunk smelled so bad that none of the other animal who lives in the forest, they don't want to play with him because of the bad smell of his body. Jo looked at him solemnly, and Jo started to look at his father completely silently. She had not foreseen this, and she has never listened about this, and she don't know that what would happen now. Whenever he would go out to play, Jack continued with just remembering certain humiliation of his own childhood. And now Jack has started to tell the story, and he is recalling his own memory of the humiliation. Humiliation means something that is insulting. Okay. So he also has to recall the memory of his childhood that was really something insulting for him. All of the other tiny animal would cry, oh, oh, here comes Rosa Stinky Skunk. So again, he continued the story. He said that to all the animal, when he approached there, when Rosa Skunk approached there, they started to cry like that. Oh, oh, here comes that Stinky Skunk. Rosa Stinky Skunk has come here again. So they don't want to play with him because of the bad smell of his body, and they would run away. And so they all run away from him. And Rosa Skunk would stand there all alone. As nobody was ready to play with him, they all went back. So Rosa Skunk alone stands there, and two little round tears would fall from his eyes. And as nobody play with him, no one want to play with him, Rosa Skunk started to cry. And the drop of the tears just fell down from his eyes. The corner of Joe's mouth dropped down. The corner of Joe's mouth dropped down and her lower lip bent forward as he traced with a forefinger along the side of her nose the course of one of Rosa Skunk's tear. So the corner of the Joe's mouth dropped down. Means here Joe just make the face just like she feel very bad after listening that, as nobody want to play with skunk, Rosa skunk. So Joe's facial expression also changed. She also shows the expression of cry, and her lower lip just bent outside, and as he traced with a forefinger along the side of her nose. And here father is making the course, the way of the Rosa skunk tear, just like putting his nose by the side of her nose. He is just indicating after putting his finger on the nose of her daughter, he just tell the way that just like the Rosa skunk's tears fell down from his eyes. Would not he see the owl? Then she asked in a high and faintly roughened voice. And then Joe cried in a very high and faintly roughened voice. She started to say, so now he will not go to the owl. He should go to the owl. As students, this is in all the story, it happens. If any skunk or any animal is having any kind of problem, he just go to the wise owl. So now, again, already she has told that he is having the problem of stinking body. So now he didn't go to the owl. He should go to the owl now. Sitting on the bed beside her, Jack felt the cover stuck as her legs switched tensely. And now she's sitting on her bed beside her. Father was sitting beside her on the bed, and then Jack felt the cover tug as her legs switched tensely. Means now she become very tense after listening that the skunk is having the problem, and she switched herself. She switched her legs, and cover tug as her legs switched tensely. And he was pleased with his. He was very pleased with this emotions, that as he was noting that her girl is just taking interest in his story. So he became very pleased with this moment, as he was telling her something true. As now he was telling a story that was real story, something that she must know. He is telling the story that is something she must know, and had no wish to hurry on. And now father is also not in hurry to tell about it. But downstairs a chair scrapped, and all of a sudden he listened the sound of scrapping the chair from downstairs. He realized he must get down to help Claire paint the living room woodwork. So now he realized that he must go to there to help Claire, who was painting the living room woodwork. So students, I will complete here the topic. I will complete today's topic here, and remaining part I will tell you in my next lecture. Just now you will tell me wherever you are unable to